School expels teenage boy after principal sees his memorial for veterans. A middle school student from Celina caused quite a stir recently with his history project. His project not only caused a stir, but also earned him a 3-day-long suspension from school. However, this suspension has raised quite a few questions. Carlin is an 8th grader who was on the way to hand in his history project when things took a turn. Tyler's history teacher had asked his students to build a veterans memorial as a project. While on his way to hand it in, he was called to the principal's office. With the help of his father, Chris, Tyler built a replica of what is known as Battlefield. Tyler painted the Nerf pistol black before pointing it down between a pair of black boots. Once he had positioned the gun in the boots, Tyler placed a helmet on top of the toy rifle. The real version of this monument is used when a soldier is killed in action. According to Tyler, his history teacher, Ryan Spriggs, had given him permission to create the project. Once he reached the principal's office, Tyler discovered that he was suspended. According to the family's attorney, the reason for the suspension was stated as disruption and bringing an item that resembled a dangerous weapon to school. Officials at the school determined that there was no threat and had decided to allow him to attend the rest of his school day. However, the officials changed their decision and listed the reason for his suspension as insubordination instead. According to Chris Carlin, Tyler's dad, the fact that he had painted the gun black was part of the problem. If he hadn't painted the Nerf gun black, there would not have been any kind of problem. The district attorney has refrained from comment. Union officials were preparing a statement, but it hadn't been released by press time. According to Carl Huber, the board president, the school board is not legally allowed to answer any questions on the subject without the Carlin family's permission. We would love to respond to this. We have sent a request allowing us to respond. We cannot say anything without their permission, Huber stated. Janice Holdeed, a Celina alumna, has stated that she fully supports the students' intentions. I'm a 2000 graduate of Celina High School, served 12 years in the U.S. Army, and served 2 combat tours in Iraq. I'm here to speak up for the young man in Celina Junior High School who was suspended and disciplined for choosing to honor the men and women. Huber interrupted her, however, saying she could not talk about that particular incident. I appreciate you not giving me any time. That speaks volumes of the school board, Holdeed replied. Superintendent Ken Schmeising has said the district supports veterans and their families, but student conduct is governed by rules and provisions of the Student Code of Conduct, and the board requires all students to comply. Respect for the rights of others, consideration of their privileges and cooperative citizenship is expected of all members of the school community, Schmeising had stated in a news release. The board has zero tolerance of threatening, disruptive, insubordinate or inappropriate behavior by its students and enforces the Student Code of Conduct fairly and even-handedly. Board members on Monday met with C members in an executive session to discuss the incident, but no action was taken after emerging about 30 minutes later. Also during Monday's meeting, board members approved the retirements of kindergarten teachers Barbara Walls after 36 years of service and Barbara Fuller after 35 years of service. Thank you for watching this fantastic story. Please tap one of the 2 videos on your screen for another amazing Wonder Stories.